All right, here with Coach O'Neill after the wins today against Chowan, conference series win over Chowan. Let's start with game one. The team seemed a little bit shocked out of the gate when Tristan Kimmel let up some runs, and then offense got going in the later stages of that game. So what were your overall thoughts on the first game?
Well, I thought we did a very good job of not panicking. They came out and they punched us square in the mouth right there in the first inning. And we didn't panic, we didn't fall apart, we just we answered back. We got one here, we got another one. Then they punched us again, and we finally, we got out in front. But we definitely did a good job of keeping our composure and playing all 27 outs. I mean, we realized it wasn't going to be a 3-out game; it was going to be a 27-out game. But they definitely came out and they drew first blood.
Yeah, and this was the first really shaky start for Tristan in his career. But the team really picked him up, especially with that relief outing from Jernigan, Jacobs, and then Brown. All three of them allowed only one hit in their relief outing. So what does it mean when you have relievers like that can pick up the starting guy?
Well, I think they did phenomenal coming out of the bullpen. Chase came in and gave us two good, strong innings, right there. Jonathan Jacobs, we used him for basically an on-field bullpen because he's starting on Tuesday. So that I knew I had to get him out there because he hadn't been out there since Clarion. So I had to get him his work, in right there, and then getting Moses has got an electric arm. I got to find places to get him out there to get experience. So that's where the bullpen, as far as how we mapped it out at the end, with that game. Going back to Tristan though, and the same with Coons. We played King on Monday and Tuesday of this week, and so they were both of them are on 4 days rest. And that's the first time they both have ever had to do that this early in the season. And it definitely has affected both of them. They both were not at their peak. I mean, their velocities might have been close to where they normally are, but their bodies were tired, and you could see that with the break-in stuff, that it rolled a lot for them. They threw a lot of balls in the middle of the plate. They couldn't get the ball down in the strike zone. We threw a lot of balls belt high. And, give Chowan credit. I mean, their record doesn't dictate, how good they are. I mean, they're very aggressive. Those kids, they're playing hard, and they're getting up there, and they were ripping taking a swing at it. And we were throwing the ball up in the strike zone, and that was allowing them to put a really good swing on it. And you could see it because they were knocking the ball over the fence and hitting doubles, and they gave us everything that we could handle, today. So I tip my hat to them. I mean, it's anybody can beat anybody in baseball. I mean, it's not like football, where the bigger, stronger guy is going to win 99% of the time. In baseball, it comes down to little things. That given day, you got a special arm on the mound, or you're really seeing it and swinging the bat, or different things. So baseball, that's why you play series, with baseball and so forth. But it's, like I said, anybody can beat anybody any given day. I feel very fortunate that we got out of here today with 2 wins.
Yeah, and then the offense was really rolling in both of the games, putting up 25 between the two. Guzman's grand slam in game one really blew it open. So I know he's a guy that's been struggling with a strikeout for the early stage of the season. What does that grand slam kind of do for his confidence?
Well, Guz's got a lot of power. Okay, there's no denying it. Yes, I'd like to see him make more contact. When he does make contact, he seems like he gets a hit. But we're working on it. He struggles with it at times. He works on very hard every day. He doesn't go up there and want to strike out, I can tell you that. And I feel for him. I know how hard he works every single day out here at practice, on his hitting, and we'll continue to keep working on it. And it's great when he does have success to see that hard work get, paid off for him.
Yeah, and then game two was really tight for the majority of the way, and then you had Darren Bowen come in and close the door, leads the league in saves right now. So having a guy like that pumps with 90, low 90s, what does that do for the team, knowing that he can come in and shut the door at the end of games?
Well, definitely when you got a special arm at the end, it gives you a little lift, doesn't it? I mean, the players, they got all of a sudden, you got to get 5 outs. Like tonight, it's all of a sudden there's a little more hop in your step, when you're like, hey, we got a guy on the mound that's going to give us a chance. We got to really lock in and make these plays. But I think our bullpen's been very special, to this point in the year. I think Landon Smith's done a great job for us. He might not have looked as sharp as he normally does tonight. He looked a little tired, and he'd be the first one to admit that he was a little bit tired, fatigued and so forth. But he'll bounce back for us, and he's had a great season, for us of what he's done. The same with Darren. So I couldn't be happier to death because those have been our 2 main guys, that have been throwing the high leverage innings, every single game, that we're in, usually one of those two guys is on the mound for us.
Yeah, and then with Mount Olive split today with King, officially the top team in the conference as of right now. So does that give you an extra sense of pride knowing through the first couple of conference series you're already at the top spot?
Not really. This thing will be decided in the month of April like it is every year. Okay, who's playing the best at the end? That's when it will get decided. We got to play Chowan tomorrow. That's our biggest game of the year, is Chowan tomorrow. So we got to play really well. We got to play better than we did today if we want to beat them. So that's where our energy will be focused. We'll be on Chowan for tomorrow. But it is what it is.
Yeah, well, congratulations on today, and we'll see you for the finale tomorrow.
All right, thank you.